Hi, so you might have some questions about the swimsuit that you just saw in all those clips, and I might have some answers for you. The pattern that I used is an original 1940s pattern that was digitized and sold by the Etsy shop My Vintage Wish, which was awesome because I was able to just download it to my computer and then print it out at home. And then I taped it together and cut out the fabric, which was so much less hassle than dealing with shipping and all that. The fabrics that I used were a quilting cotton and then a light pink rayon, or a dark pink rayon for the lining. I used the rayon to give the quilting cotton more body, and also because I was concerned that the quilting cotton might become sheer when the swimsuit became wet, and nobody wants a sheer swimsuit, so I'm glad I added the rayon lining. I mostly followed the instructions on the sewing pattern. They were pretty clear. There were some bits that were a little odd, so I also kind of used my sewing intuition to deal with that. But the swimsuit closes at the sides with some buttons. I put 2 buttons on the outside as well as some small invisible buttons that are hidden by the seam. And honestly, the swimsuit pattern that I used only needs closures on one side. The extra closures seemed kind of extraneous to me. And then the top of the swimsuit just closes at the back with a tie, which was great because it makes it super adjustable. The skirt that I made was just a wrap skirt that I used an A-line pattern that I've used for a lot of different skirts, and then I added a little extra to it so it would have overlap, and I also made a super long waistband so that I could wrap it around and tie it. Before I made this swimsuit, I was under the impression that all two-piece swimsuits were bikinis, and that two-piece swimsuits didn't really exist until the bikini was invented, but that's not true. If you look at images from the period, from the 1930s and 40s, there are lots of two-piece swimsuits, like this one from 1941, but the bikini as we know it was actually invented in 1946 by French designer Louis Réard, and it's modeled here by Micheline Bernardini. And it was originally called the Atom because it was so small. People thought it was really scandalous for how revealing it was. And it was then renamed the Bikini after the Bikini Atoll because that was where the atomic bomb was being tested at the time, which is honestly not great, not a great name, but that's what we have now, so it's, I guess, good to know the context behind that name. But the swimsuit that I made, I'm really happy with it. I like that it has shorts rather than a bikini bottom like you see in the stores today, because I find shorts are just a little bit more comfortable. It was also super comfortable to swim in. The water I was swimming in was very cold, and I do not like very cold water. I get very cold very easily.
So graceful, so graceful.
But I liked that this swimsuit, because it was made of cotton, was able to dry in the sun really fast, whereas a spandex swimsuit like you might buy today would kind of stay wet and clingy for a little bit longer. And it was just, I didn't see any difference swimming in this as to swimming, or differences swimming in this with swimming in modern swimsuits that I've worn. I might be hesitant to dive off a diving board in this swimsuit because of the tie at the back. I don't know how secure that would be, but other than that, it's pretty equitable to modern swimsuits that you see today, and I'm really happy with it. I might try to make some more vintage swimsuits if I get the time and materials, but do let me know if you've ever made any vintage swimsuits and what patterns you've used. I'm always looking for more patterns, and also do let me know if you have any questions about this swimsuit. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to Ollie for filming and editing this video, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.